Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Woodbine Play of the Day for Sunday, September the 30th. I'm Dan Illman, along with Woodbine racing analyst Dawn Lupul, and the feature race is the kickoff leg of the 20-cent late pick 4. It's race number 8, and it's the $100,000 Classy and Smart Stakes. Let's take a look at this field. They're going 1 mile and a 16th on the Tapeta surface. It's fillies and mares. We're going to start with the number 1, Negon's Bay, who seems to be improving, I think, at the right time for trainer Rachel Halden, coming off a career-best buyer effort at Woodbine. Do you think she's a little bit better on the turf than the synth, however?
I think so. That would be the only drawback with her, because I kind of like her. I think you're right. I think she's coming into this race in good order. She gets along really well with the jockey, which is something to look at too. But again, it is the mile and the 16th on synthetic. I like others a little bit better.
The number 2, Sparkles Girl, won this race last year and did it sitting second just off the pace. And I think a similar trip is coming in here because we have a big speed right next door in the number 3, Negon's Legacy, and Sparkles Girl might just find that spot under Emma Jane Wilson. Now, in her prep, the Algoma last time out, I realized she was the beaten favorite, and I realized she was beaten by a couple of these horses, but she did a lot of the dirty work on the lead. I think if she settles off the pace, she is a major player.
And now second start off that mini layoff. So I think she's coming into this race in perfect form. I think they've timed her campaign, and she should be ready for a peak run. She's dangerous in here.
Negon's Legacy, the number 3, likely to make the pace, and she just blasted out to the front in her most recent start on turf. She set some legitimate fractions, and she held on as the favorite. Now, she's stepping up in class, but she might make the pace here. The similar situation with the number 1 I have, though, is I think she's slightly better on the turf than on the synth. I know she's stakes placed on the synth.
Yes, I do like her. It really depends what the outside horse, the 7, Stormy Summer, does in terms of forcing the early pace, but I think they respect her, and I do think she'll go all the way.
Third start of the layoff for the number 4, Crumlin Queen, who would really benefit if this pace is hot and contested. And it's worth noting that she earned a good 77 Beyer speed figure the last time she went third off the bench. I've always liked Crumlin Queen, but I think she might be best played on the bottom of single race exotics.
Totally agree. Trifectas, superfectas, right down there, because she tries. It's just there's a couple others who seem to get the best of her every time.
I'm a little bit interested in the number 5, Bear Paw, and I know she's eligible still for a non-winners of 2 life, and these are some really tough fillies and mares, but I thought she was troubled last time out in the Algoma, where she was at the back of the pack, in behind horses, forced to alter course all the way to the outside, and then she finished really well despite some traffic issues. This is only start number 7. I think she's an improving 3-year-old, and maybe if she takes a forward move, she can take these down at a nice price. I want to use her in the pick 4 somewhere.
Okay, it's that time of season too. You know, when you're 3, you're starting to get where you should be able to be competitive with these older mares. She is definitely improving, and those kinds can jump up and get you when you're not looking.
Trini Brunette's the 2-1 morning line favorite, but wasn't last time the time to have her in a race where there was a fast pace? She got the jump on Bear Paw, who was stymied in behind horses, and she was able to win. And good for Kevin Attard and for this filly who had a lot of second place finishes and nibbles throughout her career, but I'm just not sure she has such an edge over this field that I want to take her at 2-1 or less.
No, last time was the time to have her. She was 5-1. Why do you want 2-1 now? I think she will be over bet, and I will look elsewhere too.
Stormy Summer, the number 7, I thought was really game last time out, stretching out to 1 mile and a 16th on the synth for the first time. And maybe it's possible that distance is what she's always wanted, but I also think she got a pretty soft trip on the lead, and she's not going to make the pace here.
Yeah, I was kind of curious to see if she would get the distance because she's kind of sprinty built. And I do think she took advantage of a much easier group. So I think she's in a little top today.
Let's go with our top selections now for our feature race and our Woodbine Play of the Day. I think you like the 3, Negon's Legacy, getting loose on the lead again.
I hope so. Yeah, that's my plan anyways. We'll see if the horse and the jockey figure that out too. If it works, then I'll take Sparkles Girl as a big player too.
I'll have to use Negon's Legacy as well, but I'm going to take a chance with the 5, Bear Paw in here. I think Sparkles Girl will be tough as well. I'm going to take a chance with Bear Paw. She's going to have to improve, though. Again, eligible still for a non-winners of 2 life. That's the Sunday Woodbine Play of the Day. We'll see you next week.